welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, comment, give us a like. My name is Panchita, and on this video today, we're going to be covering everything about our Hawaii trip to the Aulani Disney Resort. If you're interested, keep on watching. So, disclosure, I do want to say that I am not a vacation planner. We always book our trips at least 6 months in advance, and we always research. That can give us an idea of what the place is gonna look like. What am I gonna wear? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna eat? Always research, and I never take advice from people that have not yet traveled. So this year, every year we do a family vacation, and when we travel as a family, it's just my son, my husband, and me. That's it. That's our family vacation. Because I've realized over the years there's two types of people who like to travel. There's number one, people like us that like to travel and go and see everything that place has to offer. Number two type of people that like to go on vacation and just chillax. And I am not that kind of people. Tip number two, we always travel with carry-ons, you guys. These airlines do charge you to check in a bag, and they cost about $35 per bag per person. So if you think about it, if you do the math, about 3 bags, 3 people would be $100. When I'd rather use that money for our trip, maybe for a dinner or for things that you're gonna do over there. Because remember, the character breakfast is gonna cost you money. The luau is gonna cost you money. Pearl Harbor is gonna cost you money. Going to North Shore is gonna cost you money. So I'd rather spend that money on our trip than having to pay $35 to check our bag. When over the years, we've learned to travel with carry-ons. We never overpacked. Like carry-ons and a backpack, that's all we do. This is everything that I've learned from trial and error. You know, you live and you learn. So that's my tip number 2. So for us, I did my research, and I did a little schedule of what we were gonna do every day, and that's how I plan my outfits. And that way you don't have to overpack. You have your perfect outfits planned for that specific event. Follow me on Instagram. There was no need to put filters on my stories, on my videos. It is gorgeous. The weather over there was around 80 degrees. So again, I went in the month of June. I don't know what the weather is in July. I don't know what the weather is in August. But what I can say is that the time that we went in June, the weather was perfect. It was in the 80s. It was not humid at all. Day 1, we did travel from Long Beach. And then on the way back, we landed in LAX. Like, why did you do Long Beach and then LAX on the way back? Well, sometimes cheaper to buy a one-way ticket going to wherever you're gonna travel and a one-way ticket back. So it was cheaper to travel from Long Beach to the island of Honolulu, which was about $123 from Long Beach. And on the way back, we flew from the Big Island to LAX for about $113. So it was the best deal for us. And what we do is we don't have people that take us to the airport. Like, we don't have family members that pick us up and drop us off. No, none of that. So what we do is you can find a cheap parking either around the airport, in a hotel. If you do research, just Google airport parking, and you're gonna get a list of places where you can leave your car, and they have shuttles that will take you straight to the airport. And shuttle will pick you up and drop you off. Yeah, $8 to $10 is a great deal. So, and like I said, I always book in advance. We drove to LAX, drop off my car. I jumped into my husband's truck. We drove to Long Beach, which was about 20 minutes away. Drop off his car. We got a parking at a hotel, took the shuttle dropped us off at the Long Beach airport. And you guys, let me tell you, it was our first time flying from the Long Beach airport. That airport is super nice. It's clean, it's not chaotic, it was fast, everything was like smooth. And on the way back, we flew from the Big Island to LAX, and then so LAX My car was parked there. We got the shuttle, dropped us off there. I picked up my car, drove 20 minutes to the Long Beach, picked up my husband's car, a truck, and then we drove home. So that has definitely worked for us over the year. Our flight left like around 7:30. We got to Honolulu at 11. Okay, once we get off land and we get off the plane, that's when our vacation starts, you guys. Like, we take advantage of every minute that we have when we're on vacation. So we get our carry-ons, walk straight to the gate where it says the rental car, went to the rental car, got our car, drove to North Shore. Something to eat, you guys. North Shore is beautiful out there. There's tons of places to eat. That's where they have like the Giovanni's shrimp, which is delicious. They have the poke, they're big on acai bowls. The Kahlua pork that we tried there, oh my goodness, it was delicious. So we went there, we grabbed something to eat, and then we went to LYANER's. Malasadas are the best malasadas I've ever tasted, and you can only get them in Hawaii. And they're like these soft, doughy donuts with fillings. But you guys, they are so delicious. They melt in your mouth. Like, you take a bite and it's like, oh, you guys, they're delicious. So we went and grabbed the malasadas, and then from there we went to Target, grabbed a case of water. Everything in Hawaii is, any groceries, anything over there, it's double the price of what you would pay here in California. So we grabbed water bottles, and then we went and drove to our hotel, to Aulani Disney Resort, checked in, and you guys, it was so beautiful. Outfit for the day, that first day, my Mickey Mouse shirt and my ears, I bought those from Amazon. I'll go ahead and link it below. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you can see it there. Day 2, you guys. So day 2, we went to the lazy river. Into the lazy river or the pool, you do have to get a wristband, and every day at the Aulani Resort they have different colors of wristbands. You get your wristband. We spend the whole day at the lazy river, lunch and for dinner. Remember, only spend money on the food you're gonna eat at that moment, because food is expensive, not only at Aulani, but food is expensive at Hawaii overall. So just to give you an estimate, you're gonna be spending about $12 to $20 per person per meal, and that's like $12 going towards the cheaper side, but $20 is breakfast, $20 lunch, $20 dinner. It's gonna add up. So just kind of give you guys an idea. Only buy what you're gonna eat at that moment, and besides, food doesn't taste the same when you warm it up in the microwave the next day, especially if it's fried food. Like, it's not the same. So day 3 with character breakfast, you guys. The character breakfast was such a beautiful experience. Minnie was very involved in the character breakfast. Normally Aulani has the character breakfast as like buffet style, but because of the whole COVID thing, they don't. It is $50 per person. The outfit of the day from Amazon, so I'll go ahead and link it below. Day 4, you guys, we went to go visit Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor, the outfit of the day, wore like this short jumpsuit, like a jean jumpsuit, that from Walmart. And I also wore those black sunglasses that I got. It's those glasses, I bought them at the swap meet for like $10. So we did Pearl Harbor. From there we went to North Shore again. We tried the Giovanni shrimp, that was really good. We went to this coffee farm that we tried one of the coffees there. Coffee over there in Hawaii is delicious. Stopped at the Dole Whip plantation, you guys. Dole Whip is so good. It is delicious. It was delicious. And then from there we went to North Shore. They have also different places where you can go grab like, but shave ice in Hawaii is like so good. We returned the car, so we rented our car from the airport and kept it for 4 days. We ended up spending about $350 for those 4 days. And you're able to drop your rental car at the Aulani resort, they have their own rental car. There's a lot of food options just in case you don't like the food that they have. They have Costco over there, they have Target, they'll have like fast food places like here. We saw McDonald's, we saw Cane's, we saw Taco Bell. There's tons, Cheesecake Factory, Subway. So there's tons of places where you can go and eat that they have here in California. But the point is, when you go to different places, you want to try their food. Like you want to try Hawaiian food. You tried eggs and things, and that's where they have like the best Mocha Loco macadamia pancakes. We were able to try like their poke acai bowls or shave ice, the Dole Whip over there. Like that's the whole point. When you go on vacation, you want to try their food. You don't want to try food that you can get here in California. So what's the point of, what's the point of going on vacation when you can eat the food here? The next day we did the luau, you guys. The luau is $160 per person. So you see why I'd rather save that money from checking our bags, because I'd rather save it for a luau. I'd rather save it for a nice dinner. I'd rather save it for the character breakfast. So the luau was $160. But you guys, it was one of the best experiences ever. The food was delicious. They have shows, and Mickey and Minnie came out, and we were able to get one of those tattoos. You're able to make like a bracelet. It started from 5 to 8:30, and then 8:30 to 9 was the ukulele class, which was one of the nice experiences, you guys. I'm glad Aulani offers that because my son really loved it. They also have classes where you can do Mickey ears, but there's a cost for that. But Aulani has a lot of things you can do inside the resort. But the day for the luau, I wore a similar dress like this. So it was like a silky dress. It was red. I bought it from Amazon, but that dress was super pretty. It was nice and fresh. Only in the room like 10% of the time, and that's just to sleep and take a shower. That's it. Like we're out and about. So my mentality is like, we're here now. We're gonna take advantage of every single minute that we have, because I don't know when I'm coming back. And plus every year we try to go to a different resort, a different location, a different place. From there we went to the Big Island. So in order to travel from Honolulu to the Big Island, you do have to book a flight. The flight is about 45 minutes. We were able to get our tickets for about $40 for each person. And so we ended up getting an Uber, because at that point we didn't have the rental car no more. And plus, to get the rental car again, it was going to cost us $160 just from the Aulani to drop it off at the airport, which was 20 minutes away. And I was like, ridiculous. If you ended up getting a shuttle, it was like $50 per person. And I was like, no way. So Uber is your best option, you guys. It was $40 for a 20-minute ride from Aulani to the airport. So best option, you guys. So anytime we go on vacation, we also try to look for the best option. Even though we're on vacation, yeah, we're willing to spend the money, but you gotta be also smart and where you want to spend your money on. So so we ended up going to the Big Island early in the morning. Also, we try to book our flights early because, like I said, we want to take advantage of every minute that we have on vacation. We got there, we went to go get a rental car. We drove to see the volcanoes. So the Big Island is kind of like in a circle. So what I didn't know was that you're able, like, if you start from point A and you go in a circle, there isn't much to do in the Big Island except that the volcanoes, they have a couple waterfalls, they have the black beach sand, they have the white beach sand, and that's it. Like, if you were to drive from point A on the Big Island all around in a circle, which is how everything is in the Big Island, it would only take you 4 hours to go and see everything. Well, basically, if you want to do the hikes to the waterfalls, then that would take you a little bit more time. That's the whole Big Island. The Big Island isn't as big as Oahu. Weather on the Big Island was a little bit humid, you guys. It rains for like 5 minutes straight, but it like pours and then it stops and it gets humid. So I didn't like that. And also it gives us like that Mars vibe. I've never been to Mars, but it gave us that that Mars vibe. That Uber driver that took us to the airport too was like, yeah, you'll see the big island it looks like Mars. And we're like, Mars? We didn't really, we're like, why would you say it looks like Mars? And he's like, you'll see once you get there. And sure enough, once we got there, we're like, oh, it does kind of look like Mars vibe, what we think Mars would look like, you know. But yeah, it's all rocks, it's humid, and I think if I had the opportunity to go back and change something, I would have just made it a one-day trip to the Big Island because there's not much to do. But the highlight of our trip was, you guys, a helicopter ride there. Helicopter ride. Our husband surprised us with a helicopter ride, and we're like, oh, it was my son's very first time, our very first time, and it was a bucket list must do when you go to Hawaii, a Big Island. But it was beautiful. You know, we had a great time. And that's what it's all about. When you go on family vacation, you want to be able to create those memories because they're going to last for a long time. And just take lots of pictures. Like we don't know when we're going to come back. And besides, we have to take a lot of pictures. Lots of pictures. And so it was a beautiful experience also. I do want to say, make sure to wear your sunblock, you guys. This is a sunblock that we wore for the whole trip. I didn't get any sunburn. This sunburn that I had was on my son's graduation promotion, and that's when I got sunburn. But during our Hawaii trip, we did not get sunburn. This has SPF 50. This is not oil. This is not like sticky. It melts right away in your skin. It doesn't like get in your eyes when you put it in your face. So this is my sunblock. Now this is 5 fluid ounces. So what I did, I ended up taking 2, but I ended up pouring some in containers so that way when I went through the airport, they highly recommend it if you guys are interested in getting a good sunblock. You guys, this is not greasy. This is super soft. Look, guys, look at it, melts right away in your skin. It's very light. It doesn't give like a sticky feeling, and it doesn't burn your eyes. It's so nice and creamy, and it's not sticky. It dries right away. So highly recommend it. If you guys are interested, I'll go ahead and put the description below. I am a consultant for Rodan and Fields. If you're new and you're barely following me, that's what I do. I'm a consultant. I sell skincare, care of your skin, because skin is very important. So I booked this Aulani Disney trip through a website called Red Week. So Red Week is a website where people that have timeshares will go on there and sell their timeshare weeks. So you can take advantage of their weeks if they're not gonna use them. So normally a stay at Aulani will cost you about $500 to $600 per day. Per day, you guys. I did not pay that, but less than half of that through that website. And so what I did, because it was my very first time booking through that website, I wasn't quite sure. I had seen and heard reviews on it. So the best tip whenever you go on vacation, if you've never booked something through a website, is to use your credit card. I have banking background, so I know a lot about credit cards. If it's something new that you've never purchased before, it's a website, or whatever it is, like, think about it this way. Your debit card is your hard working money. Your credit card is the bank's money. So I booked this trip through Red Week using my credit card. For 8 days that we stayed at Aulani, it cost us about $2,000, which is way cheaper than having to pay the $500 to $600 on their website, which is what they will cost you. And I booked it with my credit card. They sent me an email saying it was booked. Then they sent me another email the next day saying they wanted the names of those people that were gonna stay. I sent them our names. They replied back, and then they said that everything was good. So what I did to just have peace of mind and make sure that my trip booked was that I called the Aulani Disney Resort myself. Hey, I just want to make sure I did a booking, that we have the right dates, that I'll be traveling over there. And sure enough, they said, yes, Ms. Navarro, we this date through this date. And I was like, oh, okay, just wanted to make sure. We will see you guys then. So I was very satisfied. We got to the place, and because we have the rental car, normally you do have to pay a $37 fee to park your car at the resort. And I was like, what the heck? I'm like, that. But because I rented it through the Red Week, those people are timeshare members, so that waived the fee. So I did not have to pay the $37 to park my car at Aulani. Number two, there is a $95 annual fee when you go on the website. You sign up for free with your Facebook account or your email, but after a while of going on the website a couple times, it's gonna waive it. Plus I got an email saying, hey, we'll waive the fee if you're interested in booking something. So I like the fact that they did that, because I was not gonna pay $95, because I'm the kind of person that forgets to cancel. Like, I wasn't gonna remember to cancel after years. So I'm glad they did that. Only thing I wish Aulani would do different is I wish Aulani was an all-inclusive resort, because food was expensive, you guys. I guess be ready to spend a lot of money on food, but only waste money on food that you're gonna eat at that moment. Don't buy extra food, because it doesn't taste the same when you heat it up on the microwave, you know? But other than that, that's it. Like, I would have just kept the rental car for 2 days instead of 4 days, because the only time you do actually need the rental car is to go to North Shore, Waikiki Beach, Waikiki Beach is kind of like, gave me like that Las Vegas Strip vibe, because it's like a whole bunch of stores, restaurants, people on the street. There's like little shows going on. It was nice, but it's a 45-minute drive. Plus, Dole Whip was also about a 45-minute drive. So for that, I would have just maybe rearranged my schedule and maybe done it differently, where I would have just spent the whole day and then just returned the car for the other days. Because Pearl Harbor was like 20 minutes away, which would have been better. We would have Uber over there. The airport ride from the hotel to the airport was $40. So I mean, just look at your options, whatever works out for you. You know what your budget is, you know how much you're willing to spend on vacation. But overall, we had an amazing trip. I will definitely be booking from Red Week again, because it was easy, it was fast, you had no issues with it. And like I said, credit card is the best option anytime you go on vacation, anytime you buy something. So overall, we had an amazing trip. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment if there's anything that you liked, anything that I missed. Definitely comment below me, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and we'll see you guys next time.